everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Bears going up against Dak Prescott's Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. Lamar Miller, 30, past the 20. And he touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Prescott on first down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Miller. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Lamar Miller, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
To throw is Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And a gain there of 11 yards. On the counter, it's Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Wentz Sliding out of the pocket. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, they run with Howard. No gain on the play there. Second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Wentz going to throw. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number one.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Completion left side to Miller. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
Lamar Miller, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Lamar Miller on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This is Howard on second down, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Wentz now on first down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Wentz throwing on second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And now a first down following that long gain. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Wentz. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's a sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Benjamin with it over the middle. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. A first down carry now for Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they...
Lamar Miller. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Detroit. Lamar Miller. 54 yards. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he locates Wheaton complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. A give to Howard. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's a give to Miller. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Now Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 30. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. Now a play fake. Wentz. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Wentz. He lets one go deep for Wheaton. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. And that one results in 35 yards. They go counter with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Now Wentz. Gotta have this one. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the
Kelvin Benjamin. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing near, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.